What's up, witches? It's the Lunar Priest. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about the Emperor Tarot card. But before we get started, make sure that you've liked this video and subscribed to my channel. It really helps me to continue making content. Really appreciate the support, and without further ado, let's just hop right into the video. The Emperor has a lot of correspondences, but the main message I always take away from the Emperor is this concept of authority. So when it comes to the Emperor's archetypal authority, per se, we have this emblem of like, you know, this is just this assigned role. It's an elected role. It's a blood-given role. It's something we've inherited. So there is this aspect of leadership that we may not always vibe with, right? There's this emblem of this is just what I am regardless. And that sense of just being this thing gives a sense of validation that doesn't always feel great. So it takes a level of endurance to be the Emperor, to embody that archetype. People are going to judge the Emperor. People are going to try to change the Emperor's mind. People are going to... There's always this like double-sided thing to every move that the Emperor makes. It is just like this constant test, this constant alpha type of authority that betas will constantly check to make sure, are you still the alpha? You know, are you still this thing? So when we go through the tests of the Emperor, when we're working with the Emperor card, we might feel like odds are against something that we are just natively geared towards. So if we're like, okay, I really want to go to college and graduate from college, but I can't even make the money to support myself, and I'm working all the time, so how am I ever going to go to college and finish this? It's something kind of like that, that we could have an essence of, I know this is for me, this is something I've always felt called to, I've always wanted to do, this is something I need to be, there is this habit I need to implement, there is this new way of self-belief that I need to embody, I need this sovereignty, but it seems like everything is testing me to see if I can really hold that space, create that, be that, and it's a whole lifestyle. And there's all these choices and habits and things that I'll need to change in order to be that, right? So the Emperor tests us. The Emperor wants to help us strengthen ourselves, to become more sovereign in who we are and what we want to be. And that happens through like trials, tribulations, and things like that. There's not really, like, it's not easy. Even when it's obvious, it's not always easy for the Emperor to move forward. And when it does move forward, when we do make those big changes, they show. Everyone knows about it. So if we have recently made a big change, if we've recently kind of stepped into a new role, if we've recently gained confidence, it is totally going to show to everybody around us. We are leading without even realizing it. People could be looking to us, copying us, following our lead, noticing our trailblazing ways, or just simply like recognizing and validating the fact that we are working towards something. So all in all, the Emperor kind of boils down to this sense of, you know, if you're going to start it, go through with it, finish it. Don't just be in it for the glory or the gold or the public validation, because all of those things are very double-sided for the Emperor. But there's this potentiality to make huge ripples, huge change if we can stick to something that we started, stick to the mission or the embodiment. If we can pass those tests, we gain power that is significant to us and the people around us every time. And I think that comes with the Emperor's correspondence to Aries. Aries is very much about being in the first house, like starting up, being able to like put all this power and force behind something to get it moving. But the real test for the Aries is follow through, stick to it, make it happen. So the Emperor is very evolved Aries, like it's actually held the throne. It's actually sat there in sovereignty. It's not moving and fidgeting and trying out different things and jumping from one thing to the next and toying and flirting the way the unevolved Aries archetype would, or the youthful fiery Aries archetype kind of would. It's more like, I've tried everything, I've done everything, I know what I want, I'm gonna stick to this, I have the fire, I have the drive, the determination, the lust, all of these things to channel into my chosen way of life and way of being. It's about really dialing it in, finding that number 4 is what's correspondent to the Emperor in the tarot. I'm taking that box, that square, that solid shape, and I'm making it this foundation, this unmovable structure beneath my feet that I can continue to draw power from and build within. So some of the keywords about the Emperor I would say are like empowerment, determination, delegation, knowing how to take the tasks and take the things that you don't need to always be so hands-on with, ask for help. The people who are inspired by you, giving them an opportunity to be of service to you as they, or be of service to you as you are to them. Take advantage of the help you, take advantage of the help that's around you, be able to see something all the way through, have a good strategy behind you, being both a great people person and a great like war leader. So being able to draw the claws and draw the boundaries and do what it takes to hold yourself in the position that you're in, while also being a kind, loving sense of authority and empowerment, someone that's continuously elected into this sense of power. So knowing when to be like, knowing how to hold this public sense of self and not lose, you know, yourself to people pleasing by the same token, because the opposite of Aries is Libra, and I feel like that opposite end can sometimes go too far into people pleasing. So it's about channeling this sense of, I know who I am, I'm empowered, I'm kind, I hold my power with respect, honor, and authority, so I treat others as such. And then if they don't treat me that way, or something's degrading me or taking away from me, I know how to draw that boundary there, right? So that's how I see the Emperor. And of course these ideas can manifest in so many ways in the human experience. So if something isn't resonating, or if something is just kind of like not there for you, take only what serves you from this, leave the rest. If there's anything you'd like to elaborate on, leave it in the comments below. As always, I so appreciate you for being here, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!